Hey there, this is Justin again. While it's still daylight out and I have the day off from work, I figured I'd give you guys a behind-the-scenes tour of the display. And back here on my shop, this is what it looks like, you know, without the lights turned on and everything. Really can't see them up there, but you can kind of see them. I got my 2 stars, and they're just being held up there with some twine on gutter clips. And then this is my power cable that I ran back here. It plugs in right up here at the side. That one just dangling right there was backup plan, because when I had my dog, he chewed this 100-foot cord up, and so it was out of service for about a week before I could get it fixed. And I didn't know if I was going to get around to it, so I put that one right there on the side just in case. And then I used these little sticks to hold the cord up off the ground. This cord never touches the ground from the back of the house to the shop. Never touches, so it'll stay out of the snow. Yeah, he chewed it up right there where all the electrical tape is. I had to resplice it, and then he even chewed off the female end of the cord. Back here it goes up the little siding right there. And then it just goes right up there because it plugs into the roof lights. And this is what feeds everything. That outlet. And that also goes up there, which is the orange one. So we're going to take a walk up front and we're going to climb up on the roof. Sorry about that. So the cover for the outlets got snapped off years ago. Couldn't fix it, so I'm just going to put it back up here sometime soon. And then it's just an old timer. Older style timer, I should say. And then this one that plugs in right here runs across the back of my roof up there to that front corner, which powers these peak lights right here. That set right there. All these over here. And then it also runs from that middle peak, all the blue lights on this side of the house. There is one of my guide wires. It's actually a small guide wire. They're honestly not doing much. They're really loose. Here is my Bethlehem star. It is 5 foot tall, 4 foot wide, 100 cold white LEDs in it. I got spray painted white and then clear coated to hold it all together. This is the frame that I built for it. And then this plate right here just gets screwed with 6 screws to hold the star to this 1x7. It kind of moves a little bit, but it doesn't go anywhere. We've been having some 40 and 50 mile an hour winds up here in Illinois the last few days. It's been blowing over all my yard stuff, but that star has not moved at all, so that is good. And we'll get back down and show you the rest of the yard stuff. So here is circuit number 3. The first one, which is the roof stuff, is circuit number 1. I'm running 3 circuits. This third circuit is completely maxed out. And then it comes to this little power box here. It just keeps that main connector a little bit more waterproof. And that is the timer for it. It had a stake until, out of rage, I kicked it because it messed up on me. And it's still kind of finicky. So, rule is don't kick timers. They're important for you. But to get it up off there, it's going to get mounted right back here to the back of here. And a little trick I found, another YouTuber that does a big Lightorama light display, he did this, only he used little screw and hooks every 1 inch all the way down the board, and he got like some crazy like 2,000 lights on each pillar. I just did them every 3 inches, and it keeps everything looking really nice. There's 300 lights, 300 multicolors on each pillar. And this is circuit number 2. Runs my bush lights, which each bush has 100 lights on it. And then I've got G50s mixed in with them. They're a C9 style of light. And of course all my icicle lights. And that one timer runs all the icicles in those bushes, and I still have problems with it tripping the actual timer fuse on it. So this circuit is maxed out already with just little stuff on it. And then that orange cord right there is circuit number 2, which plugs in deeper into my garage. Once again, it has one of these little power housings on it. And circuit number 3 has already been set, and it runs every night from 5 o'clock till midnight. And my brown cord here, that feeds the pillars and snowman. I originally had the pillars and then my other bush lights over down the other side of my car on circuit number 2, but it kept tripping it like crazy. So I had to take them off, and they're both now over here. And then from there, I've learned that if you have strands that go bad, you can just literally cut the lights off of it and untangle the light strand. And then here's the middle where it kind of connects together. You just leave those two in, pull the lights out. And then that cord just feeds this tree, which has 200 green lights on it. Same method with the pillars I did on all my trees. This tree, I just use bigger nails on it. Every 3 inches or so as well. I didn't space these out with a ruler or anything like the pillars I did. And then if I can find it yet, right here, another same Christmas strand comes up and feeds this tree, which is the same exact style. And then it also feeds that candy cane and this polar bear, which the wind keeps knocking him over. And then he's got some same guide wire on it. I've got my candy cane front line. Thank you. And then I've got my other polar bear, which is staked down as well. And then this, again, is on its own cord. With the polar bear, the candy canes, the tree, and that candy cane, all on that one. This one I haven't had time yet to pull lights off of it, so I just pulled one light out of each end to kill those 2 circuits on it, which it feeds this bear. And then same thing with this one. I actually can probably fix this strand, I just didn't have my light keeper at the time. I just found it a few days ago. But it comes all the way up here to power this Noel candle, which has been zip tied to the back of this dowel rod. And then I just took C7s and I cut 4 of them off, or 5, I'm sorry, 5. There's 2 more right here. And I just drilled holes and just punched them through to light the candles up, because they didn't light up when I got them. And then back up here, I have my 50-foot green cord that plugs into the 3rd timer. Runs across the driveway. And it runs this 4-way reel cord. And then from there, the white cord just powers that bear by itself. This strand just runs up to that Noel candle. The orange one comes up here to the 6-way, and I've got some extra bulbs laying here. The 6-way powers both penguins, the C7's on the board, and this LED floodlight. That number needs changed. It should be 36 days. And then just the numbers light up. And I thought about maybe trying to spray paint the green housings to white to match and blend in a little better. Sorry about the train. Okay, now that that's done, this tree has got 2 of my night owl cameras mounted to the back of it, and then this tree only has 100 green on it because I didn't have another strand of green. Probably could have went and bought another one. And then this black cord just comes up here to feed Santa and Rudolph, and then that plugs in to feed those bush lights up there. And then I've got two of my, like I said, night owl cameras up here. I'm running one actual night hour video BNC cable, and I used Cat 5 cable because my last cable broke, so I had to do Cat 5 cable has 4 bundled pair of 2 wires, so I used 2 bundled pair for positive and negative video, and then the other 2 bundles for positive and negative power. And then I just cut the ends off of the cable that went bad, spliced them in there, got some electrical tape and wire nuts on it. I try to do the same method with these to get them off the ground. And the reason why there's 2 of them is because I had a blind spot over there in my yard, so I got one shooting across my yard to get front line, and then another one just shoots straight back down the side of the house, because this camera up here, the icicles in it were moving so much that I kept setting my alarm off, so I had to disconnect that one, and then I'm running that one up down there now for the time being. Then once again, I just got some extra Cat 5 here. It runs up over the garage. So yeah, that's pretty much my display. I was planning on wrapping 8 reindeer with 200 white lights on it to do 1600 lights on my reindeer, but power issues this year, not having enough power, pretty much told me I can't do it because I'll overload this circuit as well. So this is pretty much it for next year, or for this year, I'm sorry. Next year I'm going to have some more power outlets put in out here in the garage. Sorry about the mess. Christmas stuff, cleaning car out. But I'm going to get 3 or 4 20 amp outlets mounted right here, and they'll all be on their own circuit because I got a few more, I think 4 spots left. Snowblower that I fixed today. I'd gotten this tree from the side of the road. It had worked, except for this half of the fin was dead. And then I had it out in my yard, had it plugged in, it was working just fine. And then I completely quit. They're just barely glowing. So I don't know exactly what happened to it. I'll probably just cut the rope lights off of it and add new rope light to it. Shut my door here. So yeah, this is circuit number 2, which is all my yard stuff. Or no. Yeah, this is circuit number 2. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank here. Circuit number 2, which feeds my yard, which, like I said, has been set. I'm going to set the other 2 timers tonight once I get that one mounted. And then this is circuit 3 that keeps overloading. And then that's about it. From these 2, I've got one of the orange cords that runs all the way over to the corner of the house again to feed the icicles all the way up to here. Or no, this is the last one. And then I got another orange one running up the back of my pillar to feed the other half. And then there's one of my dome cameras. I really like Night Owls. I recommend Night Owl for a security option if you're looking for one. So shout out to Night Owl. They're a great company, great product. But yeah, that's about it. So there you are. Merry Christmas, and hope to have another video posted.